With all due honor and praise to the Most High, we worship thee through the divine image of my wives. Amen. Welcome to the Horseman Law Podcast. And we black at it. We'll just call this season 3. And yeah, man, I'm happy to be here. Everybody that hung in there with us, I appreciate you. It's been a minute. So much has happened since we were last on. So, yeah, thank you. And I'm glad you still interested in the show. Tons of stuff has gone on. I mean, I think the last time we were here, I don't know if we spoke about the Rolling Loud in New York. We did that. But so much is done after that. Rolling Loud, Day in Vegas, Astro World. Yes, I was there. That's all I'm gonna say about that. And you know, all the things that's been happening in the news. The time we spent in Houston, the time I spent in Houston. Hey man, listen. We had conversations that needed to be had. I met with some people I needed to meet with and talk to, and I appreciate that. And that being said, you know, shout out to OVO, shout out to Drake. Listen, irregardless of what's happened in the past and the shit that we've been through together, we spent a lot of time with that dude. And, you know, he's still a little brother to us. You know, we see ourselves in him, in the things that he's doing now and have been doing. So, and we appreciate that. We recognize it. We see it. You know, he's growing up. He's doing a lot of man shit right now. And industry boys, y'all really wouldn't get it or understand it, you know, the moves that are being made. But those of us that are in the know, those of us that know how important these moves are, you know, those of us who know the history of Larry Hoover and what he's meant to the culture and what he's meant to people, Jay Prince, and what he's meant to the culture and what he's meant to the people. Those of us who know, understand the importance, and we salute it. So that being said, we're going to get Killa Jay on tonight. He should be in rare form. And, you know, we're going to chop it up. We're going to talk about this young Dolph situation. We're going to talk about Kyle Rittenhouse. We're going to talk about all this shit that's going on in the news and what it means to us, man. Because it's a lot of shoe booty Negroes who seem to think that this Rittenhouse verdict has anything to do with you. Shit ain't got nothing to do with you. Fall back. I heard a stupid Negro say something, probably the most dumbest shit I've ever heard, that this was the worst verdict since Emmett Till. See, motherfuckers like that need to go off rip. Get him out of there. Get him off TV. Get him off. Just go somewhere and be quiet, man. Just be quiet. These footstool, shoe booty Negroes that have a reason to say something and always got something to say and crying and moaning and begging. Please, man, them days are up. Them days are up. You understand what I'm saying? In the words of Kanye. And shout out to Drink Champs. Probably one of the best interviews I've seen in a long time. You know, and I love listening to black men just tell the truth. Whatever the truth is, I love listening to it, man. Just tell the truth, man. No begging, no bending. You know what I'm saying? No bending. You know, don't itch if you don't scratch. You know, don't bend over if your back don't hurt. Relax. Stand on your truth, stand on your square, say everything that you need to say and get it out, man. Say what you got to say. And he did that, and I appreciate that. Sports news. Fuck sports. And that's going to be my stance for a long time, man. That Kevin, I mean, not Kevin, but damn, I don't know why my brother's name is missing. It's missing me. I just seen dude. don't know. My mind is just slipping. I can't remember my dude's name. But yeah, the situation with the brother from the Nets and the vaccines, yeah, that kind of turned me off on sports, especially football and basketball. It just turned me completely off, man. And then the white boy from, and I only say white boy because I don't remember his name either right about now. But quarterback from Green Bay, the shit he did, how that shit just got swept under the rug. But you tried to destroy the brother from the Nets. And I think that's just abhorrent, just disgusting behavior on behalf of our own people. And I'm not talking about other people and other cultures. I understand the game, and I understand the chess moves, and I understand how it's played, and the owners, and the money, and the pharmaceutical companies, and I understand all that. But to watch these retired, old school black players just line up to down this brother was just, it was disgusting, man. It was disgusting behavior. They should be ashamed. Their sons should be ashamed of them. Their wives should be ashamed of them, and I'm sure they are. And it's terrible behavior, just off code, terrible, just shoe booty behavior. I think it's really whack to watch that, man. I mean, these are dudes I've met before. These are dudes that, I used to look up to in some form or fashion. To watch them fold like that was just heartbreaking. To watch them fold like that and suck up to the media and to these clowns who have judgments about people and what they do with their own bodies. To watch them do that, man, was a terrible thing. But that being said, let's see if we can get Killa Jay on the line and see what he has to say and see what the word is. Excuse me while I light this stogie. Okay. So when he's ready, we'll get him on. But until then, listen, Rittenhouse. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Now, I'm not talking about the legalities of whether or not what he did with the firearm, should he have had it, was it legal? I'm not talking about none of that. We're not even going to talk about that. We just talking about behavior, right? And behavior. We're just going to talk about the behavior. Now, if you asking me as a black man who has sons, and my sons ever being in a situation where they're being chased down by a mob of people, oh no, they're gonna blast. They're gonna blast. I'm sorry, and that's because their father taught them to do that. If you attack my sons in any way, you trying to hit them with skateboards, you doing jump kicks, you doing all kind, whatever kind of aggression you trying to do. If you trying to harm them and they're strapped, oh, they're going to blast. They're going to blast. As they should. So never mind white or black. If you chasing somebody with a gun, expect to get shot. That's just common sense. All the political, social bullshit, I'll leave that up to the pundits and the emotional creatures. I'll leave that up to them. But facts, if you chase somebody with a gun, you could expect to get shot. Now, whether or not he should have been cool, let's get Killa Jay on the line. I want to hear his opinion on this. Let's get him on the line. He's on. Killa.
What's up, bro? How you doing?
What's up, man? What's good?
We gonna talk off the record in a little while. We got to finish with this situation right here. I'm gonna blow your mind. I gotta tell you right now.
Wow. Can't wait.
Listen to me, man. I think I'm in the days of our lives, God in light, the bold and the beautiful, the black and the brown, the white and the purple, the conversation I just had, dog. I didn't even breathe. I didn't even breastfed my son as much as I was breastfed this nigga. We just talk about it. Man, emotional ass goddamn. Why did God give everybody testicles?
Hilarious.
That's what I want to talk to God.
Hilarious. Yo.
I'm right here.
So I was just talking to the people, and we talking about the Rittenhouse verdict.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna blow your mind, right? Hold on. You smoking or you drinking? What you doing?
I'm smoking and drinking. Smoking and drinking.
Let me get my shit together so I can start spitting. Hold on.
Yes, sir. I got this fine Cohiba, and I got some of this Screwball whiskey. I
got this fine can of Copenhagen Wintergreen Long Cut. Expiration date March 13th, 2022.
Facts.
I'll tell you, this is the crazy part, right? I had this conversation with a coworker of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
And he told me Kyle Rittenhouse was a Boy Scout, right? So I always live by what we say. Take the personal out, do business.
Facts.
So I said, my man, let me ask a question, right? Anybody that's 17 years old with an AR-15 doing armed security is against the law. Let's break this down for you, right? So the state of Wisconsin says that if you have a shotgun or short barrel rifle, you can hunt, right?
Right.
But listen, you need a hunting license. Kyle Rittenhouse didn't have a hunting license for the state of Wisconsin or a fishing license. That's number one. Number two, when have you seen a judge throw out the gun charge?
Now, that was crazy. I watched the trial. That was actually crazy. But then again, you had to know from the get that they was going to get this boy. I think the prosecution threw the case, period.
No. I don't think it's prosecution case. I think the judge was part of whatever it was. Because you got to remember, dog, listen. What have you seen? Look at the way they picked. Let me tell you something, right? And this is why I tell you all the time. This is why I get so mad when everybody talks about Black Lives Matter and Black this, and they have these formats. Okay, look. I'll be honest with you. I can care less about the people that he killed, all right? The thing I was more mad about is, how is it that he had a gun and carried across straight lines? That's a federal charge.
Right.
How many bodyguards you and me personally know that have traveled across state lines with firearms? See what I'm saying? Like, people will take it as, but the gun was there. So check this out. So you trying to tell me this, right? Charlemagne the God is a fucking piece of the earth trash bag. But if he gave a 15-year-old girl a beer, that's delinquency of minors.
That
so
is.
The dude, Dominique, that gave Kyle Rittenhouse a rifle, isn't that the same day? It definitely was a child endangerment, all that.
Not to mention illegal straw man purchase of a firearm. You can't purchase a gun for nobody.
Thank you.
Especially somebody underage.
So my thing is this. The same way you locked up all these black people for what they say when you spent your little stimulus checks for the wrong way, he took his stimulus checks for being a lifeguard and bought a rifle. So that went against the law? Because Louis Vuitton, before you could take your stimulus card and go to Louis Vuitton and buy shit, but stimulus said, no, you can't do that. No, you can't do that. But he can buy a rifle? I'm confused.
Completely confused.
They keep making up these Babylonian laws for who they want to be for.
It's just his system, man. And that's exactly what it is. It's a system that's just his. You can forget about it.
You have, let me tell you this, right? You have Fox News Channel promotes more hate, more separatism than Adolf Hitler promoted from the Wolf's Lair. But nothing happens. You've had these people say everything they want about every race, every religion, and nothing happens. The thing that they say, but they go turn Kyle Rittenhouse, he's going to be their poster child.
Of course.
So what's the difference between Kyle Rittenhouse and the guy that went to Orlando, Florida with AK-47 and shot at Post nightclub? What's the difference? What's the difference between Kyle Rittenhouse and the guy that shot at the school in Florida, in Parkland, Florida? What's the difference?
But this is the thing. This is the thing. And I try to tell everybody, look, bottom line is take what he did and apply it to yourself. See, they trying to get Negroes to think they can't defend themselves. Oh, you can defend yourself. You can defend yourself. And from now on, any Negro that finds himself in a position that being chased by a mob of white folks, chased by a group of white dudes, got the right to mow them down. As far as I'm concerned. That's what this Rittenhouse verdict just told me. Okay, cool. That's how we playing. That's how we playing. If I fear for my life, I'm going to do what I got to do.
This was so crazy, right? This is how I feel. Okay? You have people, right, all the time. You have Marines that are stationed at 8 to 9 in Washington, D.C. Okay? God, they might go out on night, Marines that guard the barracks. They might cross the street and have a firearm on them. They can get locked up for having a gun in the Constitution. It's a federal offense.
Mm-hmm.
But what you can't sell me on is, like I say, the thing with security, this is another thing. Let me slow down. Who told a 17-year-old child to come to Kenosha, Wisconsin and provide armed security? Okay? That's number one. Where's the handler for that? Because I'm quite sure he just said, well, hey, how you doing? It's Kyle Rittenhouse. I'm here to do security. Okay? How is it that you can walk? Let me tell you something. Every law enforcement on the street, you can look at that boy and tell that boy is a child. Saw him for AR-15 strapped on him like he was in Fallujah.
Completely out of place.
And the thing that's so disalarming is, what about the other black kids or minority in this country? Remember this, Tank? In California, there was an 18-year-old doing armed security at a car lot. The police killed him.
Oh, the Hispanic kid.
The Hispanic kid. This happened 7 months ago.
Yeah.
They killed him.
That's a fact.
He was in the lot doing security, wasn't bothering nobody.
In uniform.
In uniform.
Yeah.
The police killed him.
That's a fact.
You don't hear about that story.
That's a fact. They buried that.
Yeah. So what's this with him and Kyle Rittenhouse?
Yeah. See, I didn't even think about that one. That's
no matter what they
real.
say, that gun wasn't registered to him. He had no ownership of the gun. He couldn't even produce a bill of sales because he's a minor. Then on top of that, who brought the ammunition for the gun?
Now it's interesting you said that, because in a commission of a crime, you cannot use self-defense as a defense. If you're committing a crime, you cannot use self-defense as a defense. And that's why the judge threw out that charge. Because with that charge, he would have been committing a crime, and he couldn't use self-defense. So they definitely played the game smoothly. They played the game smoothly.
This was even better. You're doing security somewhere, right? How is it that you have nothing on that says security? Nothing at all. How is it you don't have a set perimeter of what you secure? So are you securing the block or are you securing the car lot?
No, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Then on top of that, every security person in the United States of America has a list of what they're supposed to do. Are you doing a property check, perimeter check? Are you supposed to interact with the people breaking the law? Are you supposed to call 911 first? Are you supposed to put out fires? What are you supposed to do? What is your job description for this detail? And who would hire a 17-year-old kid that's never done security in his life to be armed?
I mean, if you paid attention to the trial, he never really had any gun experience at all.
Look, I'm going to go back further for you. The cop there, look, listen to me. the Minnesota Minneapolis Police Department hired a white guy named Sean something, right?
Mm-hmm.
To escort Derek Chauvin back and forth court. This guy had a gun on him. He had no gun license. He never had a security certificate. He never had a security permit. They had to pay him to pay another security company to put him on.
Mm.
And all he did was escort. And the Fraternal Order Police Department paid for that for him.
That's crazy.
So you had an unlicensed, but like you say, there's something. People really be forgetting the Midwest is just as racist as the South.
It's true. Even more in some cases.
You and me been in Minnesota plenty of times. The malls over there in Minneapolis, they don't want more than 6 black people going in one time.
Mm.
You got to be forgetting there's always been a racial shit up there.
That's true. That's true. I remember.
I ask you all the time, who was more of a threat, Jacob Blake or Kyle Rittenhouse?
Mm.
Who was more likely to kill somebody that day, Jacob Blake or Kyle Rittenhouse?
That's a good question. I tell you what though, but I say this again though. I say this again. If you chasing a motherfucker with a gun, you're bound to get shot.
But I got one further from you. Listen to me, man. You and me been fighting. You and me been injured. We've been busted open. We've been broken. We've been stabbed. We've been shot at. Hey, you're not getting hit in the face with a fucking skateboard and have no fucking injuries. That's number one. Where's the medical report? You and me just stomped out niggas from here to Kalamazoo. Where are the footprints in your face? Because if you get kicked in the face, you about as pale as milk. You gonna have some marks on you, boy. Where's the medical report? Because you got hit. Listen. You and me can pick a basketball. You can knock me down. I'm more likely to get concussion than he was.
Facts.
So where's the medical report from the doctor?
No, he didn't have no visible injuries.
And this one really got me. You let this fat, funky, like my mom would say, hair so poor, can't even curl. His mom crying in the courtroom. She's embraced. Ahmaud Arbery's mom cries. It's disruptive.
They tried to put her out.
Let me tell you something. From Joy Reid to Don Lemon to what's the black guy's name, Van Jones, to every black news commentator in the world, if you guys, what's that famous coon's name, Joey Clark on HLN? If you guys don't get up and say what it really is, then shut the fuck up.
Please be quiet. Thank you. Steven Jackson. I mean, not Steven Jackson. Steven Smith. Yeah, be quiet.
All you guys got so much to say. Say something. All you guys, these law degrees, legal professors, say what it really is then.
Mm-hmm.
He's white, he got off.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna do you one better. What's the football player that got caught with the fake? With the quarterback. Fuck is his name? Green Bay.
Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, Aaron Rodgers. You see how quiet they was on that motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Still ain't saying nothing about him.
Yeah.
Still ain't saying nothing about him. But they trotted out every Negro they could find to talk shit about Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
They trotted out every nigga they could find to talk down on Kyrie. And ain't got shit to say about Aaron Rodgers. I'm telling you, that's the most disgusting. That's why I don't even fuck with sports, man. That shit was disgusting, man.
Well, I don't watch sports no more. It's a funny thing, right? We had an AIDS epidemic for years. You never seen them in life go door to door and hand out condoms. You never seen you go to a gym and they ask you, are you HIV positive or are you negative?
Ooh.
You never seen it before.
They said you couldn't. They said you couldn't ask.
The only place I ever seen somebody double check for HIV is when you're incarcerated. They're going to pull that blood just as quick as I'm saying hello. But that's our society.
Yeah.
Then on top of that, how can Matt Gaetz say anything about this? I just don't understand.
How is he not in jail?
Let a girl say you touched them inappropriately. Watch how fast they dog you. But this dude was been more than 70-year-old girls with sex and nothing happened. What type of grown adult would even have this guy in the presence of their children?
Is he still in office?
Yep, still in office.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. What you think about this Young Dolph shit?
Which one, Young Dolph?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you this. Every celebrity that goes home or anybody that's very productive financially in society, they're going to face the most scrutiny, the most hate, and the most threats from home. You can't talk this lifestyle that you're slinging and banging, walking and stalking, and don't be in your P's and Q's. But Young Dolph was only paying his security chump change. How can you say you are all these millionaires? How can you be talking like you big money bag? Yo, you don't want to pay your security. How are you buying a watch but you don't pay your security? See what I'm saying? Then on top of that, how your community not behind you? How are you that comfortable in society where you've been in shootouts?
Been shot.
They've been shot.
See, and that's the thing I'm confused by, man. I'm confused on how.
Funny. Right now, what's his name? His name is oh my God, maybe Kilo or Chemo. Chemo in prison right now because he shot Young Dolph's ass. And Young Dolph snitched on him in California.
But what I don't understand and what I can't get for the life of me is that you're driving around in a $400,000 vehicle. You're driving around with a $400,000 vehicle. You got over $200,000 in jewelry. How you moving by yourself?
Exactly.
No weapons, no firearms, no armed security. Like that's deeper than rap, man. That's got to be some self-hatred type shit.
In Tennessee, has some of the best gun laws.
It don't make no sense, man. It don't make no sense. I don't know who said that was cool. I mean, from Nipsey, from the list goes on. Pop Smoke. I mean, the list goes on. Like, how are you moving without protecting yourself? Now, I'm gonna blow your mind. I'm gonna blow your mind too. All these artists, if you don't think they got $100 million life insurance policy on these artists,
come on,
you crazy. You crazy.
I'm gonna do one better for you. Listen to me. If anybody in society right now that's financially stable and doing something, you could just be the average Joe. If you guys don't think that you need any type of alarm, security around you and your family at this stage of the game, you're crazy. The reason why California is so hot right now because what used to happen in the urban section of California is now happening in suburbs, so it's that more scary to people. What's happening over there in the urban area, it wasn't that scary. Or East LA, it wasn't that scary. Now Bel Air, Brentwood, Beverly Hills, Melrose, Sunset, Encino, Tarzana, they're still Northridge, they're feeling it. Sherman Oaks, they're feeling it. Because it never came to their door. Now it's on their door.
On their front door. On their front door.
It takes Encino Police Department 17 minutes to respond to a call. The average jack boy all you need is 5 minutes to hit your prey and 2 minutes to get out. That's 7 minutes. There's still 10 minutes in the air for the police to come.
It's crazy.
If you're slow, it takes 10 minutes to perform a robbery. That's if you're slow. You have a 5-minute window. Get in, get out. Stick and move. You already got it mapped out where you're going to hit. You're either going to flash it or you're going to blast it. There's only two things. You're taking everything from them. And people be forgetting. A lot of these people be forgetting that these guys out here not playing by no rules. State of California released 76,000 inmates from coronavirus from all Department of Corrections in California. They be forgetting these gangsters are home on the street. These young niggas from 16 to 20 don't fear nobody. They want to bang you for clout.
Yep. And don't even get the money.
They don't get the money. They just want to say they did it.
Yep. Yeah, man, it's a new day, a new age, man, and people better wake up, wise
Listen
up.
to me. You could look at a lioness pack or wolf pack. They'll send the weakest prey to prompt to check the gate to see how easy it is to get it. Then the real pack's coming. When all these little robberies coming, they send the young boys first. And then the shark's gonna come.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You always send a barracuda before you send a shark.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, it's happening over and over and over again, and it's gonna keep happening.
But I tell you what, though, it's so much blowback in Tennessee, in Memphis, Alabama, Mississippi behind this shooting. See, people don't stay out there. Those people in those areas, they live off what they see in TV. They're already poor, gang affiliated. Now they got something to thrive on. They're gonna knock you down and keep it moving because that's what they see on TV. That's what they think LA's doing. That's what they think New York City's doing.
Yeah, man. Now more than ever, it's more important to protect yourself and have proper protection.
My thing is, if you can have proper home security, like a Ring, Blink, ADT, Centron. Protect yourself at all costs. When women go out at nighttime, don't put your purse on the seat when you're driving. Put your purse on the floor. Before you get in your car, check your car out. Never park next to a truck or a van. Only park in lit areas. If you got to go to store at nighttime, go get it in the morning.
Now, that's
if you
real.
If you're walking from a club, know where your car is.
That's a fact.
If you can't your girl drunk together, y'all can together. And pay attention to your drink.
Yep. And
you girls in here that going to trick somebody on a quick date for $1,000, you better take your friend with you or drop your location.
Damn. Jules.
Too many things in this world's happening to people, man.
Yeah, it's going down. It's going down. It's definitely going down. We've been saying it for years, though. We've been telling people for years this was coming.
Remember back in the day, if you was 10, your brother was 6, your mom let you stay home. Don't open that goddamn door for nobody. Don't you touch that stove. You ate 3 bowls of cereal till I get home. You can't be safe doing your kids doing that no more because the next door neighbor might be plotting.
That's right. That's right. You never know who's watching, man.
Everybody. Never take the same route home every night. Know your neighborhood. Know every car in the neighborhood. When you leave the club, get in the fast lane for 4 minutes and switch to the middle lane, go to the slow lane, back to the middle, see what's on you.
Yeah.
And when you leave the club, watch who's outside. Sometimes you got the money, park your car up front.
That's a fact.
And when you're in the club trying to overshine, slow the fuck down because there's niggas there watching to see how many bottles you're getting. You ain't got to wear your jewelry out every night. Some nights you don't got to go to the club. Save your rent money.
Niggas ain't realize them PPP checks, that unemployment, all that shit gone.
This will be the same shit you get at Nordstrom's. You can go online and get.
Yep.
Not get robbed.
All that shit gone. These niggas is out here hungry, starving.
Even you go to the barbershop, nigga. Go there when it's less crowded.
Shit, cut your own motherfucking hair.
That's plan too. If you license to carry, you better have that motherfucker with you.
Yep. At all times.
The minute you have a gun in your life, you're no longer a citizen. You're a gunman.
Yep. Now that's a fact.
You ain't never seen nobody in Fallujah talk about they left their gun in the tent.
Come on. What they teach you? What they teach you in the military? That should be an extension of your body.
Look what they teach you in the yard. You shit, shower, and shave that bone crusher, but be in your pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You stand tall here. We don't bend. We stand tall, 10 toes down. Facts. If you can't stand tall, you let guard get me out of here, put me in protective custody.
Yep. PC quickly.
And stop letting these rappers' personal beefs get you security tied up in that. Because at the end of the day, if you got to do it, it should already be in stone. Yep. If I got to do this for you, I need this for a lawyer, this for a bond. If I got to sit down, this is my family needs.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, you need to put half that money up front. So let me see it. If not, shut your mouth and start rapping gospel.
No, that's a fact, man. I mean, most of this Most of this shit out here is for play. These industry dudes, you know, they pretending, but the niggas around them ain't. They not playing.
Like, this is the first time in life, in this era for these new millennium people, they actually seeing there really are predators out there.
Yeah.
Before, you know, nowadays, man, fuck you on the internet, nigga, I'll smoke you. I got 223s. Now, all of a sudden, sometimes what you say is coming to your door. What I tell you, never order what you can't eat. If you're a vegan, don't order steak. Stick to them soybeans, nigga.
Yep. Yeah, because these niggas is getting Uber Eats out here. This shit crazy.
I tell everybody, if the pandemic not happened, it's a Maud Arbery case never been heard of. You ain't never seen a case like this where a man said a witness stand 3 times, I was never felt he was threatening me. What have you ever? That's like you walking down the street. Hey man, what's your name? Hey man, come here. Hey, what you doing? And you keep walking.
Right.
You ain't got to talk. How many times you seen a girl in the club? Hey girl, what's your name? Give me your name, and the girl keep walking. So you supposed to gun her down because she ain't talk to you?
Exactly. Now, this is the real test. See, the Rittenhouse shit wasn't a test. That wasn't it. That was just the good old boys doing what they do. This right here, this Arbery case, this is the test. This gonna tell you everything you need to know about this system right here. If they don't go down for first-degree murder, I don't want to hear no manslaughter. I don't want to hear none of that bullshit. First-degree murder, homicide. If they don't go down for that, guilty on all charges, then you know what it is.
Let me tell you something, right? If the federal government don't get that was a blatant race hate crime. If they don't get involved, see, this is what I tell everybody for. You can only keep leading mules to water for so long for the mule wants to get his own drink. They keep doing this, man, because they got these goddamn coons. They pacify. They pat on their back. You're a good boy. All that's got to stop, man. When men got to realize they men and handle the way a men should, then we're going to change.
Yeah.
The minute anybody, wait this. If your son breaks rule in the house and you discipline him, he going to think before knowing that whatever he did before he got grounded or he might have got punished, he going to think twice. In this country, there's no think twice because they do it for so long. Then you got these people, we should overcome, can we get along? No, that gets you nowhere but shot dead or incarcerated on bogus charges.
Absolutely. All that we are the world shit, that shit is up, man. That shit is over with.
You and me come across every type of personality in this world. If we can survive and maneuver through all this negative, fraud, this chaos bullshit that we call life and employment, the average person in society can do the same thing. But one thing about us, 2 things for sure, we're going to stay 10 toes down. If you disrespect us, it's like being on a yard. One of us has to leave, either medevac or checked in. It's no more we're friends, we're misunderstanding. No, somebody's got to go. Your 10 versus my 10, or you and me one-on-one, we're going to poke each other up or we're going to fight it out. Yeah. Somebody's got to leave today, roll it up, get out, or get medevaced out. Once society comes these terms, watch how fast people change.
That's it right there. Roll that shit up. Roll that shit up.
I promise you, once that starts happening, watch how fast it calms down. When people do shit with no repercussion behind it, they're going to keep doing shit.
Well, these niggas going to have to roll it up. That's a fact.
Stop letting these fucking spokesmen who don't know us speak for us.
Oh, man. That's the biggest point right there, man. Stop letting these shoe booty Negroes act like they speaking for us, man. Acting like they speaking for us. It's the most disgusting thing in the world, man. Like why is Jesse Jackson? I mean, no disrespect to the old man, but nah, man, them days are over with.
I've seen something in my life I never want to see again. I don't know him personally, but his actions hurt me as a black man and as a father. Trayvon Martin's father was the calmest black man I've seen in my life. They murdered his son. Ahmaud Arbery's father was the most calmest black man I've seen. They blatantly murdered your son.
Say that again. God damn. Couldn't have been me.
Couldn't have been me.
It's no way. and the motherfucker still walking the streets.
Yeah.
Still doing speeches.
I'd have took myself $3,000 and found out who's running Jackson Street Penitentiary and put that $3,000 in his book so fast.
So
here's a plan, bro. When these niggas hit population, make sure they say goodbye.
Immediately. No pause. No pause. As soon as they hit the yard.
Yeah. Because all that you want to, it just breaks my heart. You know this, man. It breaks my heart to see so many weak men that have made men. These fathers out here that refuse to protect their children, refuse to stand up for their children or their ladies to get hurt in society, and they all nice doing interviews. Though, what? They've been raping, robbing, castrating, burning, hanging black men and women since America has been America, and no repercussion goes to them.
Yeah, looking for a check. Fuck a check.
Yeah,
fuck a check. If you looking to get paid,
when have you ever seen somebody kill somebody? Police come, you got the smoking shotgun, and you don't get put. Listen. They had a situation where they showed a woman, her next door neighbor said she stole her package. The woman verified it was her package. They kept this woman in the back of a police car. Not one time did they put them white boys, Travis Martin, them in the back of the police car. Let's find it was a murder scene. But let you and me have to kill somebody.
Come on. They went home that night.
Yeah.
How you kill somebody and go home?
Exactly.
Go home, take a hot shower, get a hot meal, get a good night's rest.
And once again, listen to what a grown man said. I followed a stranger. I yelled at him. I boxed him in. I got out of the car with a shotgun. My dad had 357. And he tried to, and I pointed my gun at, what man wouldn't grab a gun? If you point a gun at somebody, which child, obviously you realize you're trying to hurt him.
Exactly. And obviously you don't want to leave him alone because you chased him down.
Yeah.
You not only chased him down, you cornered him like an animal. Come on, man. Nothing else will do. Nothing else will do. These dudes have to go. They have to go away forever. Nothing else will do.
I keep telling you, man, the thing that's so fucked up about this world is they keep letting everybody play on us. Black society, Native Americans, Latino people have been doormats for the Democrats, Republicans, all that.
Yeah.
Only time they need us is for Black Friday because we lay away everything and when it's time to vote. Or they need us to win a championship for some sports team. That's the only, or they need us to copy our fashion.
Yeah, that's right. They need you for culture.
Or to hang on us to get clout.
Yeah, they need you for culture.
Yeah.
They need you to dance. They need you to jiggle. They need you to bend it over, sell chicken, whatever they can use you for to make money.
The United States of America has prospered off us, Native Americans, and Latinos for years. The minute everybody stand up and shut that shit down, it will be no more.
Yeah, exactly.
But, you know what? As long as they get a smidgen of accolation, a smidgen of clout, they'll sell their soul.
Yeah. And that's an absolute fact. And they're doing everything they can to distract you. They're doing everything to get you to forget you a man. Everything.
Yeah.
They want you to forget you actually a man. I ain't never seen it before. Get you to forget you a man.
You only something if they need you for something. Other than that, you like a piece of lint. They blow you away.
Oh, that's absolute fact.
Imagine this, right? Every white guy, I'll say this, every non-black, Latino, Native American, even the weed boys, the one that sell the weed, what they want to go do? Hang around the black guys, hang around the rappers, athletes. Every jeweler that's not black, what does he want to do? Hang around the athletes, hang around the rappers. Everything they do to promote their business, to make their money, they need it from the minorities, and we don't see that.
The ultimate
black people made Jacob the jeweler rich. If you get 17 top jewelers in America, they deal with rappers.
That's right.
Look at the clothes. Balenciaga, you got people living in one bed apartment, 17 people, but they will go buy a pair of Balenciagos.
Now, I'm going to do you even one better, though. Take every one of these top so-called rap jewelers. Take that shit to De Beers.
Yeah.
Go take that shit down to De Beers and let them look at it.
Yeah.
And let them look at that shit and see how they laugh you right in your face.
Yeah.
These niggas selling you fucking aluminum cans. And you wearing them, spending hundreds of thousands of dollars on them.
But you gotta remember, it's easy because once you put a black face on shoes, clothes, automobiles, jewelry, it's gonna sell. Look at this. Dodge Chrysler 300, Dodge Magnum, PT Cruiser, the Viper.
That's right.
All that was all now Hellcat, T-Rex, all designed to get minorities to buy them.
Come on, nobody bought a Suzuki. Nobody knew what a Suzuki was, a Suzuki Jeep until they watched New Jack City.
Yep. Back in the day, used to be the MPVs, the Land Rovers, the Land Cruisers, the Range Rovers.
Yeah. 5.0, Menace to Society.
Yeah. Told you, man. They don't get that. You give these people free publicity for what? When did you see Range Rover give Jay-Z a fleet of cars? What you call Range Rovers? Damn. When have you seen BMW or a Ghost or fucking the McLaren or any type of stuff give any of these rappers or athletes a free car?
Never.
When have you seen Louis Vuitton go to the NFL locker room or basketball locker room and hand out fanny packs? Come on, just look at reality of it.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Tupac Shakur was the biggest thug they said on planet Earth, but Dontel Versace needed him at the fashion show.
Hey, come on.
Biggie Smalls, same thing.
Yeah.
Gucci, same thing.
Nobody knew what fucking Gucci shades were.
Give Bill Cosby a cut of the sweaters, and he was damn sure wearing them.
Yeah, that's
all this free publicity, they turn out make all these companies billionaires.
Air Force Ones.
Air Force Ones. When have you seen Red Bull give any black rappers much they drink Red Bull with the fucking Ciroc?
Yeah.
Or before it was the what the fuck was it? The vodka, the Belvedere.
Yeah. Grey Goose. Now, see, but this is the thing, man. That's why when people talk that shit about ain't no money in the black community, that's a goddamn lie. The moment you take ownership of your own culture, you got all the money you need. Come on, truth be told, Farrakhan could have built several nations if you Negroes did what you were supposed to do. Farrakhan's supposed to be, the Nation of Islam is supposed to be the most profitable organization in the history of black folks. That's your military right there.
Listen, why is it, excuse me, why is it that FUBU was FUBU was the biggest selling minority fashion company in America? Then Fat Farm made a little bit of money, Rockaware, what was the girl's name? His girl, Russell Simmons' wife.
Baby Fat.
Baby Fat. Why is it they not better? Why is Levi's making more money than all them? Why is Wrangler? Why is Dickies? Carhartt?
When nobody was wearing that shit.
Yeah.
Carhartt, damn, that's deep. Nobody knew what Carhartt was until we started wearing it.
Yeah.
That is deep.
Look at this. Converse has made $1 billion off Chuck Taylors. Chuck Taylors were $30 tennis shoes. Now they're $75.
Right. Nobody wore them, even when Magic and Bird had them.
Yeah. Converse, the black hot tops have made more money than the Converse weapons that Magic Johnson had. Come on. Do the math.
Yeah. That's a fact. Economy. That's a fact. E-commerce. We're going to have to learn how to use this shit, because if we don't, you will forever be in a position where you're being used.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I got nothing but love for Meg Thee Stallion, but come on. She's selling Popeye chicken sandwiches. I mean, at this point, what we going to do? At this point, what we doing?
Thank you.
What we really doing?
What I tell you before, Michael Jordan gives every kid in America 3 pairs of Jordans for their school every kid in America 3 pair of Jordan tennis shoes, and still have 90 billion left over.
Exactly.
But it don't fit his narrative.
No.
Let me tell you something. This is reality. If you are a single mom and you working 3 jobs and you have kids at home, no help from the father, you trying to tell me the federal government can give single moms, each single mom in America, an extra $2,500 to live? You trying to tell me right now, you got these single moms out here, the federal government can't make sure single moms, their kids have fucking proper medical insurance, vision, dental. Let me tell you something. You ask the average single mom right now how much it costs to get their kids braces. That's more than a car note. That's more than some people's mortgage.
But let's take it further than that. Let's take it back further than that. Why they single moms?
Exactly.
You niggas, these motherfuckers locked up a generation of black folks, generation of black men. Used welfare to keep them out the homes.
$1 billion business.
Come on. Use drugs in the community to keep them drugged up and fucked up. Come on. I mean, it's almost genius when you think about it, but goddamn, all the dudes you see today are punk raised.
Yep.
They punk raised. Ain't nothing you could do about it. That's just the truth of it. They punk raised. You could tell by their physiques.
How is the average kid in America from 8 to 22 don't wear a belt? How is it the average kid from 8 to 22 don't cut his fingernails? Don't have proper hygiene? How is the average black kid in America right now from 8 to 21 years old don't know which type of antiperspirant to use for his body? Because everybody's pH is different in their body.
Come on.
How is the average kid in America probably gonna brush his teeth 3 times a day?
How is the average black kid in this country, the only time he's ever really used a gun is on a game?
Yep.
Come on, you probably at the highest threat level than any child in this country. And you don't know how to properly defend yourself.
Nope. If you look at the federal government right now, in between the age of 15 to 18 years old, homicide for black kids in America is at an all-time highest it's ever been.
It's a goddamn shame.
How is the average 16-year-old kid don't have a fucking permit to drive? How is the average kid in America right now, average kid in the inner city, maybe even some suburbs, don't have breakfast or dinner for his parents? Don't know how to even sit at a table. Don't know how to use the dishwasher.
That's all facts, man.
Oh, yeah. You can count here how many kids in this country actually really have a home-cooked meal or Sunday dinner with their family. How many kids mamas make a lunch for them in the morning?
Exactly.
How many kids actually get lunch money, not on school resource programs?
Right. How many of our young people are eating McDonald's every goddamn day?
Yeah. How many young girls in this country right now, when they turn 13 or 14 years old, that their parents, their mom's not even there when they first come in a little female menstrual cycle, or they don't have the proper stuff in their house, or the proper underclothes, or know how to properly do their proper hygiene for the area?
That's right. Damn, don't know how to properly wipe themselves.
Yeah.
I mean, this is an epidemic of common sense. This is common parenting.
We're not talking about weights or bare knuckle fights behind a grocery store. We're talking about how do you raise a child to actually know how to take care of himself, to actually know how to count money, to actually know how much the utilities cost, a car note, car payment, to actually be able to help their mom with stuff. How many people in this country, the parents, the child, don't even have a proper phone, or don't even know their mom's work phone number to call her, or don't even have an emergency situation in their phone? How many people probably go to school, they don't have emergency contact? The emergency contact is the grandma. She's 6 in a wheelchair.
Right.
No car. Got to catch 3 buses to get to the school.
Exactly. Yeah, man. I mean, the time's up. We've been saying it for a long time, man. The time's up. All the call to actions and this and that, this shit is up.
It's not even a call for how to. People don't know how to take care of it. How do you say you're an adult and you love your family if you don't help them? Let's say this. How many families are going to go hungry for Thanksgiving? How many kids are going to have that bogus holiday Christmas? They're not going to experience that.
Mm-hmm.
How many children don't have a bed to sleep in? How many children, they got to use dishwasher soap to wash their hands, wash their clothes, and to bathe with?
Mm. No, that's where the attention needs to go.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's where the attention really needs to go. So at some point you gotta ask yourself, man, at what point is all this shit a distraction?
On top of that, we're so busy being in other countries. This country's fucked up. Yeah, it's great. You can walk to 7-Eleven and get a Gatorade and a bottle of water, cool. But how you really living life? Why is your son or daughter at 10 o'clock at night hanging outside with friends? How many young kids right now don't know how to cut grass or even seen cut grass before? Don't know how to shovel snow, chop firewood? How many kids don't have a decent winter jacket? How many kids don't have a decent pair of winter jacket, a pair of boots, and mittens, and a hat and a scarf?
No, that's deep. And how is your president got the audacity to bring in refugees and take care of them?
Or I tell you right now, I'm not disagreeing the war. Yes, them young people do have post-traumatic syndrome. If you go get somebody to survive the general population for 6 months on Rikers Island, he's fucked up. You get somebody at one of these Department of Corrections to be there for 2 to 7 years, he's fucked up. Where's his therapy at? Where's his fresh start at? And God forbid the person's innocent. You can't even get a rent apartment with a felony. In some banks, you can't even get a bank without that. On top of that, how many grown people in society right now have 3 forms of ID? A driver's license, a passport, and a social security card, or passport card. How many people actually got bank accounts? Oh, you man, this is insane, man. But you play some rap music, you get some flashy shoes. This guy, I gotta tell you something. How are you a Kanye West fan if you can't afford to keep your lights on? Why are you a fan of anybody other than yourself? You should get yourself together.
Absolutely.
Why are you making him rich when you're poor?
Yeah. Trying to get some Yeezys.
Yeah. You're trying to get Yeezys, your mom's still $800 short on rent. You're trying to get some Yeezys, you don't even know if y'all gonna have food in the house next week. You're trying to get some Yeezys, you don't even got a car. You want likes on social media, but you don't even know where you're going to sleep at tonight. You girls, you on social media taking pictures, showing ass shots, and you still fuck with a nigga that do drugs. He ain't got a car. You ain't got a car. Both of y'all struggling.
Room dirty. Your room dirty in the background.
Yeah.
Cabinets broke.
How you on social media? You don't even have enough money in your account, but you taking pictures of dinners, got sparkly nails, you got motherfucking saying you're going to the club. You don't even have $30 in your account.
Oh.
You didn't borrow the outfit of every friend you had to go out to a club, trying to get in VIP.
Shit, worse yet, you done spent all your money on fucking BBLs and surgeries.
And still can't afford the high it costs to keep that shit pulled up tight.
How many girls spending money got booty payments and not car payments?
Yeah. So you think we live in society where it's easy. What I tell everybody, the mind knows nothing. The mind only knows what the eye sees. We live in a reality where all you got to do is show somebody the cake is sweet. It could be cardboard with frosting, they go on to bite it.
Yeah.
That anything that's not the narrative that don't want to be involved in that bullshit, you're the bad guy.
Right.
What type of grown ass man is trying to wife a woman that's out here slinging pussy and don't even have her life together?
Right.
If you're gonna turn tricks and do all that, make a profit out of it. Get yourself some property. Own something. Invest something. Put some of that money in Bitcoin. Put some of that money into stocks.
Yeah.
You can't be 65 years old still going on dates.
Yeah, but even then, the idea that you're gonna get you a man is out the window.
No man's gonna eat at a buffet when you sit at a restaurant and get a full course meal.
Stop it. Exactly. You didn't gave it all up. You didn't give it all to the game. You didn't gave it all to the game.
You got nothing to show for it.
Exactly.
Then the person could have changed your life. He don't fit your narrative, what you think a guy's supposed to be. You didn't blue past him. Now you 34 years old with 4 kids, 6 STDs, and wonder why you at home hating your life. Why your girlfriend lived like one of the real housewives of Beverly Hills. You got 7 surgeries, 6 things of Botox, 3 things of filler, 3 lip jobs, 6 weaves, and you by yourself.
Listen, ladies, it's a cold game out there. It's a cold game out there.
Tell you this, if you're doing OnlyFans, if you're not making over $20,000 a month, then you have no fans.
You just busting it open for nothing.
If you're doing all that, that's like I tell somebody, if you're selling drugs, if you're not making $1 million, then you're just a corner hustler. If you can't buy a house on your re-up, then what are you really doing?
Really, if you selling dime bags, nickel bags, whatever the fuck, all you doing is putting your jail time on layaway.
Yep, that's all you're doing.
That's all you doing. Your jail time coming, my man.
I tell everybody, there's a reason that these certain athletes deal have the wives they have, because they own. Listen, if you got a woman, if she don't know how to take care of you, nothing physically, your food, your mental state of mind, your clothes, the proper house cleaning, then what do you really have? You have an associate.
Damn, that's deep.
You can't be over 30 years old and have a fuck partner. If you don't have somebody where both y'all better each other's lives, then what are y'all doing? She can go to the club on Friday and get that.
The definition of a wasted time.
How you a grown ass man for a girl and she ain't got lights but she got candles? Tell you, man, that's these people. Then women, they get taken care of by these men. If you don't do nothing, then you just a fucking liability. Yeah. Only athletes deal with assets, liabilities. Yeah. If you bring nothing to the table, not even a cheer, then what are you here for? What are the famous words of gladiators? Iron sharpens iron. You ain't never see a nigga sharpen his knife on a paper towel.
That don't stop these niggas from trying.
Yeah.
Don't stop them from trying.
It's got to be, you could do anything in your life. Just be successful in it. If you want a corner, own the corner. You want OnlyFans, own OnlyFans. If you have Tootsies, own Tootsies. If you selling guns, become the biggest arm dealer. If you work at Domino's, work to manage it. If you're at Jiffy Lube, become the owner.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's a mentality, man. That's a mentality that these dudes need to learn. And you ain't going to get it from hip-hop. And you damn sure ain't going to get it from BET. And you ain't going to get it from the TV, from these movies. Forget about it. You're going to have to step out there and learn some shit.
If Jake Paul ran around a bunch of white guys, he wouldn't even be nothing. But he got a few coons on his team and make him more attractive. The jewelry, the glasses, the lingo, the style. If he was dressed like Jake Paul from Pittsfield, Ohio, if he showed up with some Wranglers and a motherfucking cat hat and a local trucker, support your local trucker's jersey, wouldn't nobody even follow him. The fact he thinks he's cool. I want to use him for example. You keep look Conor McGregor. When he did the shit with Floyd, he tried to come across like a black guy. Well, that's not who you are, man. You're from Dublin, Ireland, bro. You grew up on corned beef and cornbread. Then you can calm the fuck down.
Yeah, but that's the gimmick. That's the game. That's the game. The bottom of the barrel of the white culture can come into the black culture and be kings. That's the game. That's the game. They couldn't make it in their own culture. They come here
Yeah.
and they become kings in this one.
What I tell you, Saint, the black community is the easiest community to infiltrate.
Infiltrate, absolutely. And that ain't a racial thing. That ain't a black or white thing. That's a culture thing.
That's a culture thing.
That's a culture thing. You couldn't go into a synagogue and become and become the top motherfucking whatever they call them.
I got one better for you. A rabbi.
Yeah, a rabbi.
Right now, you couldn't try to join the Taliban or ISIS right now without getting beat the fuck up, beheaded.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, we're the only organization of people is that. Listen, you're not going to any of these reservations. All of a sudden, you're Apache, Comanche,
Come on,
Navajo,
on.
Pablo, Lakota, Blackfoot, Creek, Seminole. We're the only people to let everybody in the door.
Yeah.
Didn't get mad because once they get in the door, they put us out.
Yeah. Contrary to popular belief and contrary to the movies, there are no black Yakuza members.
No, at all.
Or triad.
At all.
But you got every culture, Crip and Blood you could think of.
And like I say always, the easiest culture to infiltrate. Learn their music, learn their logo, learn their fashion. You're in like Flynn.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
You're not racist because what do you say? All my friends are black. Okay. Yeah, he's not racist.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, you man. Yeah.
See, nobody paid attention. Nobody paid attention to these people when they started throwing niggas at everybody they was around. Nobody stopped to look and say, wait, hold up, man. Am I a nigga or a nigger?
Yeah.
What are you really saying?
Yep.
Oh, but no, they get a pass. No. What are they really saying?
How many black members of KKK you've seen or Aryan Brotherhood are the Texas lowrider Nazis or skinheads or the Woods? You won't find one.
Mm-hmm. No, that means something.
Yeah, but once again, like you say, every organized gang in America is a white guy involved in a black organization.
Yeah.
How many black guys you see are the head of the cartel? Exactly. See what I'm saying? But we the easiest person to get infiltrated by.
That's right.
Sad, man. Listen, our society, our culture, for our people is like butter on hot pancakes. All we can do is melt and get saturated. Sad, bro. Tell you, man.
That's all right, though. That's all right. The real ones are standing up.
You don't hear about Chad Wheeler no more, but they dog John Jones.
Ooh.
Not saying the one is right, one is wrong. They both committed the same type of crime. I think Chad Wheeler is probably more bloodier, but you don't hear about Chad Wheeler no more.
No. Yeah, nobody knows what happened to that white boy, right?
You don't even hear about Chuck Liddell no more.
Mm-mm.
He didn't say he be bye, man.
But like I said, that's one of the things I go back to. I don't blame them for doing. That's the game. That's if they supposed to. But you Negroes that they keep trotting out in front of the public. At some point, you got to say, you know what? I'm not talking about another brother like that.
Nobody understood why Marshawn Lynch say what he had to say.
Right.
I have nothing to say. Where I'm from, we're all about the action.
Right.
You came to watch football. I play football. I don't got to do no talking.
Right. Don't ask my opinion of another man.
Yeah.
That's all you got to say.
They don't get that.
That's all you got to say. They asked about 40 players. They asked about 40 basketball players that wasn't even on the Nets what they thought about Kyrie. Why are you asking about somebody else? And why should I have an opinion on them?
Come on.
I watched ESPN for 2 days just waiting to see if I can see one brother that said, you know what, that ain't none of my business. That man can do whatever he want to do.
Hey, it's just beyond ridiculous, man. Like you say, man, it's going to take something catastrophic in this world Everybody be back in chains, picking cotton. It's like, damn, we should have went for the okie doke.
It won't be me. It can't be me.
Yep.
Trust me, it can't be me. See, and that's the funniest thing about it, dude. These Negroes will set you on. They will watch you set yourself on fire just to feel the warmth of the flames.
Remember 5 years ago, Kanye West snatched the mic from motherfucking Taylor Swift. Oh, we had a breakdown about his family, all this. Now all of a sudden he's God. Now he's the best entertainer in the world. Get the fuck out of here. He was talking to Donald Trump. What Kanye West does for Chicago?
I tell you what, though. I will say this about Kanye. Say what you will. You know, some of the shit that he said on Drink Champs was real because of the fact he ain't got to answer to nobody. I'm tired of seeing Negroes who got to answer to somebody.
What did he say on Drink Champs?
Basically, he was saying how all these fucking Democrats and Kamala Harris and all these people that people hyped up ain't doing shit. Now, that's a fact. They dogged Ice Cube. I mean, they dogged Ice Cube. Because he was trying to get something for your vote. Now, all you Negroes ran out there and voted for Joe Biden and voted for Kamala Harris. And what do you have?
Nothing.
What did they do for you?
More restrictions.
They took more of your freedoms.
Yep.
They took more of your freedoms. Now, you like me. Give me my white supremacists. Give me my motherfucker straight up. You a wood, I'm something else. I'm a blood, you a wood. Either we gonna fight or we gonna coexist. One of the two.
One of the two. That's it.
I don't need no motherfucker trying to pretend like he's something else.
Nope.
Don't be around me trying to pretend like you me if you ain't me.
Exactly.
I don't need your love or support. I need you to stand on yours like I'm going to stand on mine.
Yep, they don't get that. That's something even more people in our community. We don't got to be on you guys. We're going to be cool over here.
Exactly.
Y'all go in and fall for that. Cool.
We ain't got to be nice.
This will get me. If you never actually secured anybody for a period of time, if you never been in this business and worked through the bullshit, the good, the bad, the ugly, the political shit, then shut the fuck up.
Come on.
I ain't talking about you a local bouncer. Then when somebody came in town, you went with them. No. If your name wasn't head on somebody's list, who are you?
Straight up. Used to be a time you had to earn the right to say that.
Yeah.
You had to earn the right to say that you was a bodyguard.
Listen to me. I was on the phone with a guy tonight, and this guy tonight was complaining. I said, bro, look, man, we're going to talk business, not personal, okay? You're mad because these group of people are working, and, excuse me, you felt they should have gave you a cut. Now, if that was the case, the minute they came around, you should lay down the rules. You can't try to make mafia law if you're not a made man.
You can't make mafia law if you're not a made man. God damn.
How was somebody supposed to cater to your desires because you're hurting financially? But at the same time, the principle at hand, you just said they're your brothers, they're your family. Now, what I always tell you, the most dangerous person in the world is a financially broke black man because he will ruin everything in his path.
Right.
When you have a man that's over 35 years old and is unsuccessful, and he keeps putting they're my brothers, they're my friends. On top of that, he is dangerous. He will burn everything down. Now
you see what was wrong with that? See, we dealt with that before. Now, motherfuckers ain't never thought to charge these broads in the strip clubs to dance.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Nobody thought about that.
Nope.
Nobody thought about that. Nobody thought that because you're protecting everybody in that section should be accountable.
Yep.
Nobody thought about that. The moment we started doing that, the moment motherfuckers perked up talking about, well, damn, shouldn't we get something? Fuck no.
Well, if you came backstage, if you don't know nobody, if you think that you're going to party free because you play sports in that town, or you friends with the sister's janitor. Are you insane? Everything costs.
Everything costs money. Now you giving out backstage passes and VIP passes and this, that. I don't need no pussy.
Oh.
I don't need it. But I tell you what though, I'm gonna give it to these motherfuckers willing to pay for it.
I never told Indy Mac or T-Mobile or Kaiser Permanente, look, man, I got a girl I'm sent there to pay this bill, okay? That means what? Come on, man, get for real. How you tell Ford Motors, look, I can't pay the bill, but I got some girls for you.
Yeah,
fuck
out of here, man. Come on, man. My kids can't eat that shit.
Yeah, I'm in line at Whole Foods. I ain't got no money if I got this girl right here.
Yeah, fuck out of here, man. You and your girl.
Yeah.
If it ain't about money, don't fuck with me. I don't need nothing else. I don't need nothing else. And for the simple fact that this dude, whoever we talking about, this dude, think that they are vetted enough to get a kickback from anything. It's crazy. Crazy.
I got one better for you, Tank. If you think that I'm going to go out here, hunt, kill, skin, gut the prey, put it over the fire, and give you the hindquarters, you're insane.
It give you anything.
Yeah.
You out your fucking mind. You ain't killed it. You ain't hunted it. You ain't cooked it. You ain't set no traps. But you want to eat.
And then if you don't eat, you gonna holler, motherfucking fire.
Come on, man.
Sorry, man.
If this was the wild, we'd have threw your ass off a cliff a long time ago.
Long time ago.
Get you the fuck out of here. You're waste.
What the man say? So I just know this old white man. He had combat dogs. He told me, I put this dog in his pit. If he don't perform in 3 seconds, he's a cur. He's going against what he was made for. Every animal defends itself. Every animal knows how to fucking go get his. Then why you got testicles? Why did God let you reproduce? If you want somebody to take care of you, look, man, I got some lipstick. I got a size fucking medium waist. I got a motherfucking a faja for you. I can turn you into a bitch now. But you can't say to a man like me, you want somebody to take care of you. We don't do no daddies. You might as well go ahead and commit a crime. You get all daddies you want in there.
Fuck no.
But once again, we live in a pacified organization where these men cater to these men like boys.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm saying. I will always give 50 AI Birdman credit for it. If you couldn't fit the bill of what they wanted, pack your bags and leave.
And get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Well, what we used to say all the time, though. Niggas used to say it all the time. Well, damn, why y'all niggas get paid?
Yep.
Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. We got to get paid. Ain't no not paying. Ain't no not paying us.
Yep. Ain't nobody going home.
Come on. If I ain't going home with a check, ain't nobody going home.
I told nigga night, you gonna make a situation happen. When everybody get done, said and done, and everybody get chased out the country, you gonna feel mighty stupid. And they gonna feel mighty stupid because a grown man that couldn't provide, couldn't organize, couldn't figure out a way to get it right there. Because you can't go nowhere in life and demand something if there's nothing behind you.
And there'd be no repercussions.
Yep.
And there'd be no repercussions, no consequences.
You can't go into the house and say, this is my phone, if you ain't got nothing behind you.
No. Begging ain't never got a man in power. I don't give a fuck how hard he beg.
You're not getting the first seat in front of the TV just by saying, oh, but I know these guys right here. If you don't put no work in, you're not going to eat. That goes for everything in life.
Everything in life.
You're not going to start off on a fucking milkshake machine and then you become a cash wrestler.
Because you say so.
Because you say so. What we say, take it for. If you want somebody to cuddle you and coddle you for your feelings, go find your mama. It's a man's zone right here, boy.
Yeah, them days is up.
I like to work, man. Great talking to you, brother.
Oh man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Horseman Sundays. We gonna do it. I'll see you in a couple days. All day. For the 4th.
For the 4th.
Yeah. Big game tonight, man. I hope y'all paid attention and listened closely and got all that game. That's what we do. Hopefully we be back at it. We're gonna keep doing it. Keep trying to generate as much good content for y'all as possible. There's a whole lot of other things going down. Stay tuned. Merchandise. Yeah, man. We're growing. We're expanding. We appreciate all those involved and all the support that we get from other brothers in the game. Yeah, man, we're gonna keep doing this thing, man. We're gonna keep getting out here and trying to teach and keep y'all abreast to what's going on in the world and what's going on in this business. Stay safe. Stay focused, man. Like I said, rest in peace to Dolph, young Dolph, and all those who are losing their lives in Memphis at this time. It's hectic out there. Sad to say, it's all black men. Terrible, but we seem to think we can kill each other and we can't defend ourselves against nobody else. And we got to change that. So I'm going to close tonight like I do. With all due honor and praise to the Most High, I worship thee through the divine image of my wives. Amen.